Hello, everyone. Wait for people to get the notification before I start talking about the video. I just watched it for the first time, so that was interesting. I'm just messing around with the dolls right now that are in my collection, checking them because I changed their clothes a little bit ago. What was it? Yesterday or something? Can't remember. My days are all running together. Anyway, how has you guys' week been? It's been a long week. Um, Even though weirdly enough, a lot of our classes were canceled this week because of the snow. They had not prepared for the snow. Um, I think it's still snowing right now out there. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for people to show up. Hi, Marcella. I'm just waiting for people to show up so I can basically talk about the video I just saw. um the article, it wasn't an article, sorry, the Guardian's video that they made about reborns that had a couple of people in there. Hi, Pooh Bear. And what I thought about it. Hi, Rose. So yeah, I'll jump into that now because people rewatch my lives a lot, so I'll just talk about it now and they can rewatch it. Yeah. So I actually didn't think it was that bad. It seems like a lot of people didn't like the video for, I don't really know what reasons why people didn't like the video. I didn't think it was that bad. I don't think it really showed the reborn community in a negative light. Like a lot of people are saying they didn't like how we were shown, but I think we kind of had like a variety of experiences, shown in it. Of course, we had an artist in there. Mm. Not the best artist I think to put in that video, but that's neither here nor there. But we did have like, they did show that this is an artwork, it is a type of art. So I think that was well done. Like they showed that this is an art form. They showed, of course, the whole story where, even though this is a pretty small percentage, I think, of the actual community now, I think it's a relatively small community, part of our community, where people, collect these dolls because they can't have kids. I think that now is a very, very small part of the community. Even though maybe in the beginning, when the reborn community first started forming, that was a bigger proportion of the community where people who were, sorry, I'm moving around a lot, but yeah, a lot more people were in the community because they couldn't have a child. I think nowadays a lot of people are in the community because they're just fun to have, and they have already had kids and they've grown up. That's what I see more now. I don't see a lot of people who are like, well, I can't have kids, so I have the reborn dolls. I find that not to be really the case anymore. So that's the only thing that I kind of didn't like about the video, that it made it seem like a bigger percentage of the collectors. Like I find it so rare nowadays. Like I'll see, like, for example, just even the people who watch me, I've only seen a couple really who are in that portion of the community. Oh, you can't have kids. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're one of the only few that I've, who at least watches my channel, or I've seen on like the Facebook groups that's true for. So I do kind of wish they had a different perspective, just someone, you know, who collects them for the hell of it, like I do. But I mean, I collect them for mostly for the hell of it, but I also collect them because they do help with anxiety. They do help with stress and whatnot. Let me turn on this light. They do help with stress, but that's most of the time I just collect them because I like the artwork of it, and so that'd have been cool if they had that kind of perspective in it. Just like, any other art form, people who collect expensive, paintings and stuff, it's no different really for some people. Um But yeah, so yeah, that's I liked the video for the most part. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was, I liked the shots that they did. That's just like the film nerd in me was like, I like some of the shots that they did in the video. I think it was filmed nicely. Um, yeah. When I'm feeling sad, I cuddle with one of my dolls. I don't cuddle with them that much, honestly. I don't. I like looking at them. Right now, if you guys want to see, I have my headless Harlow here. She is finished painted. Being she's done. So if you haven't seen my Instagram, I did finish painting her, and her head is being rooted right now. So she's currently headless. It was a little frightening if someone didn't know that I had dolls in here. They just come into a headless body. But I like how she turned out. I did different shading. I did different shading on her that I've never done before, like on the hands and feet. Horrible lighting in my room, sorry, but I really like how she turned out. You could kind of see better right there. Let me see if it'll let me. Yeah, you can see kind of here her coloring and some of the shading that I'm talking about. But yeah, so she turned out. I like how she turned out a lot. She's just really cute, but her head is being rooted right now, so she's kind of headless and it's a little scary for people who don't know that I have the dolls and that I'm an artist. So she's I really love her. So yeah, she's really cute and chubby. So this is I love this little dress that I had put on her for her pictures, her sneak peek pictures that I had put up. But so her head. Okay, so the thing about her rooting, I decided for some reason that I wanted to make it extremely complicated for myself. So we'll go over to her head. You can see all the directions. So what I did was I first like did a mapping pattern with chalk, and then I did the outlines with the hair. So now I'm going back and filling in those spaces between the lines. I don't know why I wanted to make this more complicated on myself. But I did. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a complicated rooting pattern, uh, get some practice in, I guess. But might have made it too complicated, so she might take a while, for me to root. But we can see her face. Let me turn off the light on in the head so you can actually see her face. I did not set her eyes, so if her eyes are wonky, it's just because I just popped them in there to get a look at her done. So I just put the eyes in. They're not like set, so they might look a little crazy. Let's see if I can pull her out. So yeah, she looks crazy right now, but she looks so funny with her just a little bit of hair from the guidelines that I rooted, because that's what I find easiest if I'm doing a pattern like this. If I'm doing a pattern, I do the guidelines. I root the guidelines so that when the chalk rubs off, so while I'm rooting, so I didn't want the chalk, especially on this complicated pattern, to rub off and I'll be completely lost. So I just went over all the lines in the with the mohair. So that's what I did today. I've been home for a little while actually, but that's what I ended up doing today while I was waiting for my phone to charge, which it actually didn't charge for some reason. So yeah, so that's what I did while I was trying to charge my phone and get ready to go live. I was gonna go earlier, but yeah. So I'm using this Slumberland mohair, which is really really soft and it's wavy. I don't know if you can see some of the waves right there, but right now it's not like look. It doesn't look wavy right now because I'm rooting it. So um, yeah. So yeah. So that's her. That's my Harlow kit. She does have a name. I'm just not releasing her name yet, but she does have a name. So I'll just keep referring to her. She's gonna go back under my bed because I'm gonna continue rooting her after this video. So I'm putting her under my bed for now. Turn on the light, keep her warm. But yeah, so I titled this video that, even though my reaction was pretty short. it's a 10-minute video basically. So if you haven't seen the video, it is on the Guardian's, I think, YouTube channel is what it's on. Let me go check, make sure. Yeah, it's on the Guardian's actual YouTube channel. So, if you guys want to go check that out, I would definitely check it out, and I would love to see what you guys think of it. I thought it wasn't too bad. A lot of people are upset about it, but I think a lot of people were upset about it mostly because I think there's like an article or something that goes with it. I think it's more than the video. Let me look into it. How are your studies? I'm actually doing really well right now. I got my grade back from one of my midterms already. I have another midterm paper that's due on Thursday, but it's only has to be 5 pages, and I've already done 2.5 of them, so it'll take me. I'll probably finish it by Sunday. It is a really short paper that I have to write, but and plus I really I like the topic that I chose, so it should go really, really quickly. But so yeah, I got back the grade from my other midterm paper that I had to write, and it was an A. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well as far as midterms go. Let me see if there's an article. I think there's an article that people are more upset about because I think the author, I mean, like the journalist who is writing the paper, I think that he kept asking people about it. Like he asked a lot of collectors, and then for some reason they weren't in it or something. I didn't have enough time to really look into what was going on with the article. Okay, so yeah, there is an article as well, I think. Yeah. Yes, there is. There's an article that goes along with it that's also on The Guardian that if you just Google The Guardian and Reborn Dolls, that's what I did, and it came up. It's the new article. So it's long. I'm not going to read it right now, but well, it's not that long relatively, but I just don't want to read it all right now. But yeah, the article is up there as well. Article is much better. Hi, Springs, little flower buds. How are you? How long is it? The video is about 9 minutes, 9, 10 minutes. Yeah, 9 minutes, 20 seconds. The article is much better. I just read that. What annoyed me is that about the video is that they kept coming to from the same angle of therapy. That's what I just said earlier about the video. That I think the video wasn't that bad. I just wish they had a little bit of different perspectives in it that were missing from that just for people who just collect for fun, you know. Are you talking about the movie? No, no. The Guardian is a journalism newspaper, but they do online articles and they do little videos. Hi, Mary Beth. But yeah, the video I thought was okay. It wasn't like earth shattering. It's every video that someone makes about reborn dolls. Like every journalist makes the same kind of video about reborn dolls, and I just kind of there's more to the community, as you guys all obviously know, that was a little bit missing from that. So, um, also, you guys, it has been a weird long week. Like I said earlier, they canceled quite a couple of my classes this week because it's been snowing, and like for some reason the university didn't prepare itself for the snow a couple of the days, and like some of the days they didn't salt the roads in time, so they had to cancel some classes. Sorry, this light behind me is being weird. Yeah, so they had to cancel quite a bit of my morning classes specifically because of the snow and people not being able to get down the mountain to the classes. But it's been a weird week, you know? Has anyone else been having a really weird week? Like, I'll give you just like, I don't know. I had a disturbing week. And One thing that happened to me this week that I was not prepared for. You guys might know that I'm in anatomy class and that has a lab with it, and our lab has human cadavers. However, they did not warn us this week that there was not just one cadaver. There was two cadavers and a severed arm. So we walked into like the area where they keep the cadavers, and I was just overwhelmed for a quick second there. But I was like trying not to react because everyone else was so like chill, and I was like, oh my god, why is there two? Why is there just an arm, a human arm that's just laying there? So that was a thing that happened to me on Wednesday. I got used to it, but like it took me a second. I was like, oh my god, what in the world did I just walk into? Because obviously the smell of the formaldehyde gets worse when there's more than one, so it was a bit overwhelming. So that happened Wednesday. And then what was it? I think it was the same day. So I have a rash on my arm, and it's like circular. So I thought I was freaking out. I noticed it last week, and I didn't want to freak out. And I didn't want to freak out because I overreact because I know about all the things. I know about all the things that could go wrong. So I tend to react in the worst case scenario. So I have this like circular rash, and I was like, "Oh my god, I hope it's not ringworm." I don't know how I would have even gotten ringworm. I don't have any of the symptoms other than like this little rash that's round in a circle, and I was like, "It better not be." There's like no way I could have. I haven't been in contact with people close enough to actually get ringworm, other than maybe on the bus to go to work and to go to campus. But I was freaking out because ringworm is a butt to like ringworm is such a butt to like take care of because you have to do this like the creams and all that, and it's highly contagious and all that, yada yada yada. So I didn't want to go to the health services because I was like, oh my god, they're gonna say it's ringworm, and then I'm gonna have to go through the whole treatment process. So I put it off and I put it off, and then I think it was either yesterday or I think it was Wednesday as well. Was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday as well, and I finally was like, okay, it's not going away. I need to go to the doctors and see what they think it is because I don't think it really could. I was like to myself, I didn't think it could be, but I was like freaking out because just the small chance that it could be ringworm. But they were like, yeah, no, that's not ringworm. It looks like I got bit by something, which is fun. Great. Love that. So they did end up having to give me like this like tube of cream stuff. And if it doesn't go away in like a week, they want me to come back and check on it and do some tests. But they're like 90% sure it's not ringworm. So that's good. That means it's not anything contagious, but yeah, it's just like a little circle and it's kind of scabby. So they think I just got bit by something and I didn't know because ringworm usually is itchy and stuff and it doesn't itch or anything. So that's probably TMI. You probably guys don't care about that, but that's my week. My week has been all over the place. But oh, and I almost cried yesterday because let me show you guys. So a lady, she lives in Australia, actually sent me this pillow, and she told me she might make me one, but I also didn't know she lived in Australia. So I got like when I got the body for my Harlow kit. As you can see, I put her together. I got her body and her eyes on Wednesday. Wednesday? Wednesday. No, no, no. Thursday. It was yesterday. It was yesterday. So I got her body and her eyes yesterday, and so I was already at the oh gosh, what am I thinking? The post office anyway to pick that up, and then they were like, "Oh, you have another package," and I was like, "Another package? I didn't order anything." The lady didn't tell me she had sent it to me or had even finished like that she had made it. Like she didn't tell me that it was like done or that she had finished or that she was sending it. So I was like, "What do you mean another package?" And then I got like the package, and it was like this big bag that said Australia on it, and I was like, "Huh." Must be some like a viewer or something sent me something and I just didn't they didn't communicate that with me. So I was really excited to open it, and look what it was, you guys. It's a little pillow that she hand sewed that has my cat on it who passed away in late December. It's really, really well done. It's really cute. So yeah, that was a really good surprise yesterday that I got this in the mail, and yeah, so that was really sweet. And yeah, so there he is, his little pillow. But yeah, so that happened yesterday. So it's been all over the place this week. I've been having a roller coaster of emotions this week, from the cadavers to the pillow, to finishing up the painting on my Harlow kit. Okay, let me catch up with the comments. I've been talking for a little bit. Let me catch up. Here's a medical question for you. Both, both ribs have been paining me for the past few days. I don't know. I don't have enough information to tell you what that could be, because with ribs, it could be just as simple as just bruising them. It's very, very common to bruise your ribs. Um, it's common also, like, you can have inflammation in the cartilage in between your ribs. There's a lot of things that can happen with the ribs. They're quite fragile if you think about it. I saw one. It was too quick, not detailed. Check into that. A murder scene. Oh, you're talking about the cadavers. Yeah, it was crazy. I know everyone that agreed to do the interview as part of it were led to believe that the Guardian was going to take a different approach, and that's mainly why people are upset. See, that makes sense. Yeah, not natural reaction is not normal to see. Well, at this point, it should be normal for me to see. I need to get over it, and I'm starting to get, like, not get over it, because you're never going to get over seeing a cadaver, but I need to get, like, kind of used to it, because if I want to go to med school, that's mostly what you practice on, or practice sutures and all that on. So I'm getting trying to get myself kind of, like, not as shocked every time I see them. But if this was only the second time I've seen a cadaver, and there was two, so it was quite shocking. um Lyme disease. I don't think so. I don't go anywhere where there's really I don't hike or anything, so there's probably very little chance of that. Lyme disease is rare. Crazy week. Yeah. Hi P Davis. So sweet. Next week is March break here in my province of New Brunswick. Kids go back March 9th. I think that's when we get out, is like March 9th or something. Our spring break this year is later than it usually is. So usually it would fall during my mom's birthday, which is March 5th. So I've been able to spend her birthday with her, like go back down to Charlotte and spend it with her. However, yeah, this year they're doing it later in the year, even though we're getting out earlier actually this year. Our last day of classes is April 29th this year, which is way earlier than last year and the year before that. But so I won't be able to spend it with her this year, because obviously I'll be right in, like, the thick of classes, and won't be able to take off. I think it's March 9th or something, or 10th or something. We get off. But what I was talking about today with my mom actually was my birthday coming up. So she she's not having a big birthday, so she's just like, yeah, sure. I'll show you what I got her. She doesn't I don't think she watches my videos, so she won't be able to see. She won't look at it. But I'm going to send it to her on Monday, and hope that it'll get there by her birthday. It probably will, cuz I'm sending it priority, and priority takes like a day from here to Charlotte. So I'm going to send it to her Monday. I got all of this stuff on, like, clearance from Old Navy, cuz I had Old Navy's cash as well, and it was so their clearance so good. Um, I felt so funny though, like shopping like in the women's section. I was like, it's in my head. I was just like, it's for my mom. It's for my mom. It's for my mom. But for me, it's not as weird. Like, I go into baby sections all the time, and I'm just like grabbing stuff basically. I don't even care that people are like probably like, why are you in the baby section? But for me, walking into the women's section was so weird. I was like, it's for my mom. It's for my mom. It's for my mom. I promise. It's not. It's not as weird. But I'm sure no one even blinked or cared that I was in the women's section in Old Navy, looking through the clearance section. But yeah, so she was like, just get me something, and I know her pretty well, obviously. So I just got her some little two shirts, even though she just was like just a shirt and pants. I got her two shirts because but she's turning 51, so it's not a big birthday for her. It's a big birthday for me. I'm turning 21. So let me show you. I'm on the floor, but I got her this nice little shirt. She really likes this kind of stuff, a little flowery, sweet stuff. So it's got really nice floral pattern on it, and it's really nice and pretty and detailed at the top as well. So I got this shirt for her. She wanted a nice shirt, not just a t-shirt. So I got this for her, mainly for her present. But let me tell you the clearance on this. Look at that. Do you see that clearance tag? Crazy. Of course I'm gonna take off the clearance. She doesn't need to know it was clearance. And plus I used my Old Navy cash, like I said. So I spent like I think $20 total, and I got something for my dolls. But I got like two things for my dolls as well. Um so I spent $20 total. But this was really, really cheap off of that $34.99. So she got that shirt that I'm gonna send to her. Move that the way. I got these. She wanted some pants, so I got her these. They're light pink jean type pants. They're denim, I guess. Um, yeah, they're denim, but like a soft, really soft, nice denim, light pink. So those will go with the top, I think, really well. I don't know. I think it goes together well enough. But so I got those two, and then let me get the hair. This is from the hair that I'm rooting with. I'll make sure to get the hair off of it, obviously, before I send it to her. But those were how much were those? Those were $8.99 off of the original $40. So, and then this is a little T-shirt that I got her because she likes to have like shirts when she goes out on the weekends, just nice soft shirts to go out on the weekends. So I also got her this. If you can't tell, her favorite color is pink, and she loves her little floral stuff. So this is the softest t-shirt. Old Navy has the softest t-shirts ever, and I can't remember what this was because it doesn't have a sticker on it, but it was really cheap as well. So I got her that. I was like, well, I might as well. I was like, with all these clearance deals, I might as well get her another something else that she didn't really ask for, but I know she'll wear. So I got her this little really, really soft t-shirt as well. Just, casual wear. Oh, hi, Carol. I'm just showing people what I got my mom for her birthday, which is on March 5th. I won't be seeing her, so I'm going to be sending her all that stuff that I just showed that I got from Old Navy. I think, what did I get that last weekend? Last weekend. No? I can't remember actually when I got that. Let me look at the... Oh, yeah, it was last weekend. That's right, because that's when the Old Navy's cash started, was last weekend. So I went ahead and I was like, let me go ahead and use this before I forget and grab stuff before everything goes out of the clearance. And I'll show you what else I got for the dolls. So you saw him earlier. This hat I got him. I think this was $1 in the Old Navy clearance. So yeah, I got him this little fuzzy hat because it's, like I said, it's been snowing all week here. What keeps happening is it's been snowing, and then the snow will melt, and then right after it melts, it'll snow some more. So it hasn't been like stacked on top of snow. Like it'll melt, like I said, and then it'll snow again. So probably this week we've gotten quite a bit of snow. It's just not accumulated because of the melting and then re-snowing. But I think we've gotten like probably around 6 inches of snow, just not all on top of each other, which is no fun in my opinion. Like, if it's gonna snow, I want it to all like stack up so I can do fun stuff in it. But yeah, so he's got that little hat on that I had to get. It was just so cute with the little ears, and it fits his big old head, as you can see. So I definitely had to get something to fit his big old head. So he's got that on with his little outfit. I really like that little outfit on him. So it might be on him for a couple days. And then what else did I get for them? I forgot what else I got. I did really well, you guys. I didn't get too much for them. Um, I think I got that hat and then a pair of shoes somewhere. Where did I put that? Oh, yeah. So this is actually going to be when I completely finish rooting, which I'm hoping to get the majority of her rooting done this weekend because like I said, I don't have much to do this weekend, and since it's snowing and stuff, I probably won't be going anywhere this weekend. And since I'm almost done with my midterm for my other thing, which is the only thing I have to really do this weekend, as far as schoolwork is, that's the only thing I need to focus on. Um, so I'm hoping to finish the most of her rooting this weekend and then finish throughout the week, like when I get home from working classes. But yeah, so yeah, I got this because I just couldn't help myself. I know I have so much girl stuff. I know, but it was just, I don't have anything like this, and it was just so cute, and I had to get this. This is not from Old Navy. This is from TJ Maxx. I think it was like $6. Oh, 7.99. Oh yeah, I remember because it has the headband with it. Yeah, so I had to get this. I just couldn't. But this will be the first outfit that I put her in when she's finished. And these are what other thing that I got from Old Navy were these little shoes. They're probably going to be a little big on her, I think, because I think they're 3 to 6 months. But you probably won't notice how big they are on there because will look like it makes sense on her. Like, let's take them over to her body, her headless body. Let's take it over to her headless body. So yeah, I'll put this on her. Will be her first little outfit, and I think I have some tights that might go okay. Nah, they're too purple. I think they're too purple. Maybe I have these little tights that I might put with them. They have a little thing on the back, little cat, I guess. But I think they might be too purple for the pink that's in the little outfit. But I'll have to see. But if not, that'll go really cute with it. So that might be her first outfit when she's finished. Her headless body. It cracks me up seeing them headless. I know it's wrong, but it's so funny to me seeing them headless because it's like anywhere else this would have been crazy to see this body headless. But yeah, so I think they might go well enough that I'll just like say screw it and put them with it. But you guys have to tell me, you have to tell me where you if you put knee high socks on your dolls, where you get them from, because I want some so bad. That's like the last thing that I don't have for like the girls stuff that I really want is like knee highs. But I can't find them anywhere. Like I would rather buy them off of Amazon because I have an Amazon Prime, so they would get there the next day. There's one site that I know of that was selling them, but they were $6 for one pair, and I know that you could get them cheaper because I see people getting them cheap all the time. I just don't know where they get them from, and I can't remember. I'm short, you guys. I'm trying to put this back up here, and I'm struggling. Oh my gosh, why can't I put this? There we go. So, yeah, you guys let me know, where do you get your knee highs from that are in baby size? Because all the knee highs that I've been seeing are in toddler size, which will not be useful for me. um, Clearly. But let's see. I got some nice things. Very sweet outfit. You can't overspend on your dolls. Listen, I can. I cut myself down. Like that, buying that outfit new was a big deal for me. I don't like buying new. So buying that from TJ Maxx, I just had to buy it because strawberries are my favorite fruit for one, and second of all, I don't have anything like that little set, so I just had to buy it. I couldn't resist myself. I was like, I gotta treat myself. um, Ruffle socks at Walmart, but for knee high socks, AliExpress. AliExpress. See, I think that aren't they like having some struggles right now because of the coronavirus? I think AliExpress is like shutting down or is not shipping or something. I heard something about them not shipping like they're supposed to or something. So I don't know if I would trust that because I think their shipping right now is going to be unreliable. But yeah, so that's what I got last weekend. Just those three things. I limited myself. I didn't buy too much. Mostly I've been, if anything, what I should have bought, what I should have bought if anything was something for Leo other than a hat. Like he doesn't have much. So I struggle putting outfits together for him even though he's easy to shop for, but the thing is I don't like buying new. So I just usually wait for something to come to the store, which it does. And so tomorrow, for example, I might go to my favorite thrift shop and I'll maybe go live for that. I haven't decided yet. If I do end up going, it depends on the weather. If I do go, will be looking and I will only buy stuff in his size because he has like a lot of separate things, but they don't go together. Like I don't know. Let me. It doesn't make sense unless I show you guys his drawer. So he has, and some of these things he can't fit, and I need to try remember which things he can't fit. Everything's kind of everywhere in his drawer because I look through his stuff so much to try to figure out what could go with what because a lot of it doesn't go together. I will just pick up pieces when I see it and think, oh, eventually I'll have something that will go with the top or the bottom that I find. I keep thinking I'll eventually find something that goes with it because for 25 cents, I guess you gotta get it when you see it. So he has a lot of like separate pieces that don't necessarily go together. So I struggle a lot with dressing him and putting things together. Um, so if anything, he needs stuff that like actually will go together. But I hate buying new. I think it's just a kind of little bit of a waste of money unless it's something really really cute. Um, I usually don't buy new. They may be peppermint rushing on Facebook. Message me. Yeah, definitely. I'll message you and see if we can figure out where to find some because I really want to find some. I think they will go so cute with all the stuff like I have for her. Like even this little dress. Oh my gosh! Imagine this with some like little knee highs on. So cute. Um, and she has so many bows and stuff. Well, both of my girls, because my girl that is a work in progress that Ashley is painting. Actually she started her and she's moving along quite quickly with her, so she'll be done shortly, hopefully before my birthday. I'm thinking at this pace definitely before my birthday. Bye, Mary Beth. Have a great weekend. Thank you for joining. So yeah, they have lots of bows and stuff, and I think bows with the little knee highs are so cute. I love how people dress their girls. I've been so like lacking girls in my collection. It's crazy. So now I'm like going girl crazy with all the stuff and accessories that you can put them in. I'm just losing my mind with all the possibilities of how I'm going to dress them. So you guys be prepared for that. You guys saw the giant haul that I got. So you know they're going to have so many little outfits that I can put them in, and like you can see my accessories is just these are pacifiers and socks and it's just filled. And then the shoes, they've got these little cute ones, these ones, these cute sandals, and then they have boots in there too. So yeah, I'm just so excited, but I think the last little accessory that I definitely need are those knee highs to make it all go together. I'm so excited. But yeah, so I don't know. Let's see. Which sculpt is the little girl? She is Harlow by Laura Tuzio Ross. I always think I'm saying her name wrong, but I think it is Laura Tuzio Ross is how you say it. Tuzio. I don't know any other way I could say that wrong, but chances are I could be saying it wrong. But yeah, so she is Harlow, the Harlow kit. She's an older kit actually. She's from 2015 approximately. I think that's when she was finished. Let me look at the back of her neck. I don't want to give you the wrong year. Yep, 2015. So she's about 5 year old sculpt. But she is limited edition. So I don't know like how limited of edition. I think she's out of 2000. So I don't know how many more of her is left because this is I didn't buy her kit new, so this isn't an up to date. Like I don't know how many are left of her because the person that I bought her off of had her for a little while, had their kit for a little while. So this might be like way off. She might be about to run out for all I know. But that's her COA. So yeah, so I don't know how many are actually left of her kit, but she's a very cute kit, and she paints really nicely. Her details, as you guys saw, she's very detailed. I love this kit a lot. It's a really good open eye kit. She's a really good size. If you saw her body, I think I put on her head went for those photos. She was about 22 inches, like I expected. So I'm gonna eventually show you guys her compared to my other dolls when she's finished, of course. And when I have her head on for good, I'll do a comparison video. But I'm trying to wait also for the doll that I'm having made so that I can have all four of them together because they're all different sizes. So they're all different sizes, so I think that'll be a good video to have them all four together. And yeah, that'll be a nice video to make. I have done a comparison video before, but this one will be more interesting with four different sculptures, and sizes. So um, she's adorable. I have a toddler Cammy in the closet that I need to get brave and try. Have you done any toddlers? No, I have not done any toddlers because the next big thing that I want to buy is a new wave oven because they are bigger and it'll allow me to do a toddler. Right now, the biggest kit that I've been able to successfully like fit in my oven with the legs and like because that's my concern is the legs. You know, the legs and the arms of toddlers are a lot longer than newborns, obviously. So I haven't been able to. I don't think I would be able to fit any toddler arms in the oven that I do have because it's not a new wave and it's smaller. Leo, he is about 24 inches, I want to say, because of the body I put him on. I think he's 24 inches, and he wears like 9 to 12 months, but his legs are not long. Is my thing. Her legs, his legs are short and fat, so they fit like in my oven. Um, they don't have much room, but they definitely fit in the oven. But it's the length of toddler legs that I'm talking about that I know would not fit in my oven. But I would love to do a toddler. They're very hard to do because it's really hard to keep the paint relatively even on such a large surface. Even doing Josephs are very hard for me um, as far as keeping the paint layers even is very hard. When is my birthday? My birthday this year falls on Easter Sunday. So my birthday is April 12th. Every now and then it'll fall on Easter, and it's really annoying because everyone wants to do Easter stuff, and I'm just like, it's my birthday. This year it's going to be extra annoying that it falls on Easter because I'm concerned that places are going to be closed, and it's my 21st birthday, so I kind of want to go get wine or something, and I have a feeling that everything is going to be closed because I'm in the Bible Belt, and that's just how it is in North Carolina. Places tend to close down on Easter Sunday. So I'm hoping that some places will still be open. I think I want to go out. I know I want to go out of town. Like I don't want to stay in this town for my birthday. There's not much really that I would want to do because I want to kind of go like I want to go ideally wine tasting with like my best friend or with my mom or something. And I'm gonna take off that Monday off. I'm not gonna go to class because I only have one class on Mondays anyway, and it's anatomy, and he puts his notes online. So I'm gonna take off that Monday after Easter. after my birthday, and I'm also going to take off work that day because I'll just make it up a different day. Plus, I'm running out of hours on work anyway. Guys, I have only 35 hours left that I can work at my job because of work study. So it won't be a big deal that I take off a day. Um, I've been working too much anyway. So that's the plan. I think we get off that Thursday or something like that, or I don't know, and then I'll have that long weekend to live my best life on my birthday weekend. Let's see. Her legs are huge, one leg in the new wave oven at a time. Yeah, see, I don't know if I would have the patience to do that because that's so much baking. I don't know. But so the next kit that I'll be working on, I don't know if I'll start her this weekend or not. Between the rooting and finishing my essay, I don't know if I'll start her or I'll feel like even getting around to starting her this weekend. But this is Realborn Jenny. I think I showed you guys that I'm doing her next. She's actually the only kit I have right now that's not a messed up kit in stock. In stock, like I have a store. In my, like, I guess in stock. She's the only kit that I have because I like to sell a baby and then I like to sell a baby and then get a new kit so that I'm not losing a whole bunch of money or, you know, going over my head. But the thing right now is the issue right now is a lot of the suppliers, the kit suppliers, are having trouble with their stock because of the coronavirus. So a lot of the places where their kits are made from are in China, and obviously that's where it all started. Really, like the big problem is in China. So a lot of places their manufacturers have been shut down. So I'm kind of worried about that as well about the kits because now Bountiful Baby can't do any really sales on their kits because they're going to run out of kits. And you know that's obviously the main part of where I buy. So now I'm waiting to see like how that figures out. And then when I sell her, when she's done, oh, I'm probably gonna have her bald. By the way, I just don't feel like rooting her. I think her head's really nice shape anyway, so I'll probably leave her as bald, and she'll probably be around $300 because, as you saw on my Harlow, that I've actually really improved with my shading, and on her, I think she's gonna be even better as far as shading goes. So I'm thinking, even her bald, I think she'll be worth $300, maybe more depending if I do decide to do any type of hair on her. But I don't think I want to root her, so she'll probably be around $300 when completed. Honestly, she looks more like a boy to me, even blank, but we'll see how she turns out. Could be interesting. But I really do like this kit. This is Realborn Jenny. Jenny? Jenny. Um I just really like she's has such a different like expression than all the other Realborns with the lip. So yeah, she'll be available. She will be available for purchase whenever I finish her, which won't be too long from now. Especially since I'm doing her bald, it won't take me forever. But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so a lot of the doll kit companies are having trouble with China and the coronavirus, so I'm a little concerned about that. That might be not great for business. But the thing about that is there's so many people who have like a huge kit stash. Like there's artists out there who have like hundreds and hundreds of kits and they don't sell them. They just collect them, eventually thinking that they'll get around in this lifetime to paint them, which I don't know how you would ever, like hundreds and hundreds of kits, literally. Like this lady, I think she said she has 220 kits and she doesn't sell her kits. She just keeps them in case she gets a custom order for that kit. And so she has like a whole bunch of nice limited edition kits that she's just keeping around in case someone wants her to paint one. I don't know. It's interesting, but my point is, so I'm really hoping for people like that. If everything hits the fan and none of the kits can be produced, like if the doll company kits suppliers just like sell out and they won't be able to produce for months, it looks like. um I'm hoping for people who have those kits like stocked up to start selling off some of their collection to make some additional money, because that would be so great for me, because that means I'll at least get some kits that won't be, they'll be for sale, and I'll be able to get them off with someone else. So all is not lost, is what I'm saying. While this really sucks with the whole coronavirus thing for everyone involved, the people who are getting it, obviously, it really sucks for them. But the greater economic issues that are coming from it, just from every angle, it's been devastating. So, and it just started, basically. So, but all is not lost. There are definitely ways to get around the kits not going to be able to be produced. So, yeah, they're trying to like prepare us here in North Carolina for it, because they're saying they're scared that they might have to like have classes canceled, even though I doubt we'll be affected up here because we're in the mountains of nowhere. So a lot of people, we do have some international students, but uh, it's I think we'll be fine relatively as far as the coronavirus goes. I think we'll be okay. But yeah, people are panicking, even though ultimately it's not that deadly. I know that sounds horrible, but the reason why it's people are panicking, and the reason why it seems a lot more deadly than it is because of where it broke out in China. So, and the people who are contracting it, the people who are contracting the coronavirus and then are dying from it, are people who are already immunocompromised anyway. So while these numbers seem a lot, it's really not. Like, the mortality rate overall is 2% of the coronavirus. That's really not that bad, but it seems like a lot worse than it is, because the people who are dying, we're not looking into the data surrounding these people. So all the media and stuff, that's the thing, you need to like make sure you do more research into just like the media, because the media is making it sound a lot scarier than it is, when it's really not that scary. So if you're in relatively good health, and you know relatively you're not like 80 years old, then you'll probably be okay. It's really not as bad as they're making it seem. So that's another thing about the coronavirus. You know, can't you buy a doll, say Walmart, and reborn the paint? Some people still do that. The problem with that is there's several problems with doing that, buying a doll from Walmart. There's several issues with doing that. That's how reborning started, was people buying store-bought dolls and repainting them with like air dry paints. So the problem with that is I don't do air dry paints. I won't never do them again. But and then if you bake that vinyl from the store-bought doll, there's no telling if that vinyl will melt. There's no telling how many more fumes that will come off that baking vinyl, because I don't know. It's different. These kits that are produced are mostly made to be baked. Like, people know that they're going to be baked, so they're a little bit more predictable. Like, we know what temperature to bake these dolls at. As far as like a doll that you just buy from Walmart, you're not going to know if it's going to melt at the normal point that you bake these vinyl kits from. It's different vinyl, completely different vinyl. That's the point I want to make. And the dolls from Walmart are very hard vinyl. They're not realistic. Like, they don't have, unless you get a Behringer, they're not realistic at all. So even if you put paint on them, they'll just look like dolls anyway. So there's really no point of getting a doll from Walmart and painting it unless you do a Behringer. Hi, Jessica. I'm just catching up with some of the comments. Um, Mainstream media is definitely trying to put the fear in people. They do it every time there's an outbreak of something. They do it every single time. Like, it was with SARS, but SARS was way, way, way more deadly. I think SARS had a rate of 10% mortality. They even do it when we have a bad strain of the flu. They try to freak people out, even though the majority of people need not to be concerned. Um, it's making me nervous. I'm 55 and my plate is full with health problems. In that case, I would say just be careful. Load up on some, vitamin C and whatever you can, and stay away from anyone who even has like a sniffle. I would say, in your case, I would just stay away from anyone who even like appears that like they might be sick. Um, if you can avoid that type of situation, like large crowds, traveling, all that kind of stuff, I would avoid if you could. But for the most part, the rest of us, a lot of us, we're going to be fine. Um, I have a conspiracy theory, though. I have a conspiracy theory that it was started, like the virus was like released on purpose to control China's population. That's just a theory. I know it's a crazy conspiracy theory, but we've done kind of crazy things as humankind goes, like as societies. We've done crazier things, like back in like the Holocaust, we used to experiment on people. Well, not we, I didn't, obviously, but like they used to experiment on people and the Holocaust and stuff. So to me, it might be like kind of a conspiracy theory, but it's not that crazy if you think about it. All the things that humans have done to each other. I see a web page supplier called Dolls by Sandy in West Lawn, Pennsylvania. Yeah, so that is one of the sites that you can get doll kits from. However, I don't know where she has her kits produced, so she might be also affected by the warehouses in China shutting down because all these places they get their kits from somewhere else. Um, I don't know if any I don't know if any American suppliers that they get their kits from made in America. I don't know any suppliers that actually have them made here in America. So she might be like her business might be in America, like she might distribute out of America, but chances are her vinyl is probably manufactured in China as well, just because the cost are much cheaper and allows them to sell for more profit. Economics, you know, the whole uh, economic system works on being able to produce cheaper and sell for more because capitalism. But that's a whole nother thing for a whole nother day. Capitalism. So glad I'm not the only one who believes it was an inside job. See, look, I knew I wasn't crazy. I think people are starting to think about this more and more because it seems it's just I don't know. It's sketchy. It's sketchy to say the least. The whole situation with the coronavirus. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. So I think here at least in America we'll be fine. It's going to come to us. It's already here. We already have some cases. It's going to happen. There's no doubt about that. I just don't think it's going to be a disaster like it's wrecking China right now. But maybe in the higher populated cities like New York and like DC and Los Angeles, it might be a bit more of a problem just because everyone's obviously neck and neck with each other. Everyone in like New York City is on top of each other, which should be a sign anyway. Like we should be looking at this as kind of a wake up call. Like, why are we building ourselves so close to each other anyway? But I don't know. But yeah, we're not meant to be living in such close quarters like that. But so those places will probably see a large effect, just like any other disease that spreads. Those places will see a higher impact, but I'm hoping that we're up in this mountain, ain't nothing going to touch us here. So if you're in a rural area, chances are you're fine. Like I can't imagine. Like I know people in like rural areas of Kentucky. I can't imagine that the coronavirus will get to them. Like if you're on a farm in the middle of nowhere, who are you going to come into contact with really to get it other than the people in your like small town? Like you go to the market, Unless people are traveling from your small town to everywhere else, then you're fine. But I think people should take a step back and calm down. Basically, what I'm saying about that. Oh, I did forget that I did today. I dropped off a bunch of stuff. Like I did some spring cleaning and got rid of like a bunch of stuff. So I went to Goodwill earlier to drop off stuff, and I of course looked at the baby clothes. But you guys will be very proud of me. I only got something for the boys, and I only got them one thing each. So I'm limiting myself. I'm very proud of myself because there was a lot of cute baby stuff there, but I was like, I don't need it. Why would I need this? I don't need it. But I had to get this little cute thing for Amias. It's like a little sweater thing. It's so cute. It's Harry and Violet, and it's navy colored, and it has like this gray, tan, beige, whatever you want to call this color, collar, and it has little knee pad. Knee. I don't know what's going on with me. It has little elbow pads, and it has the little buttons, and it's quilted. Like it has like the quilted fabric, and I just thought it was so cute, and I had to get it because I haven't seen anything like this, and it was in his size, so I had to get that for Amias, and then I got this for Leo. Like I was just saying, I don't find much stuff like for him that goes together, but this is a all in one thing. So it's a romper, and it's Ralph Lauren polo, and I just love that it's very high end brand Laurent, whatever you want to call it. Ralph Lauren is expensive, and it was $1 at the Goodwill, so you can't beat it. Has no stains on it at all. I checked before I bought it because sometimes people donate their Ralph Lauren stuff because it has stain on it. So it's just this gray and like off white Henley sweatshirt romper that buttons at the bottom, and it has the little button up at the top, like a little Henley shirt. So that's what I got today. I did go to Walmart, but again, I wasn't going to buy anything for the dolls, so I didn't. Uh, the only thing I bought from Walmart was like face wipes. That's all I bought from Walmart. So there's no fun in showing you what I've got from Walmart. But yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm pretty much done. I've said what I really wanted to say in this live. Like I said earlier, I didn't want to too long of a live because I do want to get back to rooting, getting some done on her, and I would just root on camera, but I need to focus on her pattern because it's a difficult one because I made myself, I don't know, go through complicated. Even though I could have just done a simple swirl like I did on Bean, I could have done a simple swirl. I don't know why I just didn't do that. I want to make more things more complicated for myself. But so I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Probably go live again for maybe longer. Especially if I go out, I'll take you guys with me. If it's not snowing, if it's snowing, um, I'll go live in my room, I guess, which is not as fun as me going out and being live. But yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Have a good night, and yeah, hope you enjoyed this live. I went on a couple of tangents, had nothing to do with anything, but hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.